Hello Olivia, hello Ophelia. Okay, I'm going to try to show you how to work with fractions. Okay, for the next exam. If you have any question, you can send me a comment or you can tell me it on the classroom tomorrow. I'm going to record this video and then I'm going to upload or YouTube or to your email account. Okay, so the first thing we are going to start seeing the things that we're going to see. We are going to see the addition. I'm going to close the camera and I'm going to do it on this way better. So we are going to see the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, and the division. Okay, the first thing, the addition. Okay, how can we add these two fractions? It is going to be quite simple. The first thing, we are going to focus on these two numbers, the one that are on the bottom of the fraction. We are going to add. We are going to guess which is the minimum or the common minimum multiple. And how we are going to do it? We are going to do it. We can do it in two different ways, but I think this is the way that I'm going to explain you is the easiest. So we are going to take these two numbers that are 4 and 2, and we are going to see the multiples of these two numbers. So the multiple of 4 is, if we multiply 4 by 1 is 4, by 2 is 8, and so on, etc. And 2 is 2, 4, 6, and so on. Okay, so the minimum one in common is 4. So we are going to write a number 4 on these new fractions. These fractions, the ones that I'm going to create, are the equivalent ones. So this is going to be the equivalent of this one, and this one is going to be the equivalent of this one. As this is the first one, the same I've got here 3, and this is a number 4. This number is going to be the same one, 3 and 4. But on the second one, on this one, we've got here a number 2 and here a number 4. So it means that I multiply it by 2. So I'm going to multiply this number by 2 as well. So 1 by 2 is 2. And now I'm going to change the color. Wow, what a mess of colors. I'm going to add this number and this number. 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay? And this is the result. With the subtraction, is more or less the same. We have to do the same with these two numbers, 10 and 5. We are going to guess which is the minimum common multiple. And in the case of 10 is 10, 20, 30, and so on. And in the case of 5 is 5, 10, 15, and so on. I think that you can understand this, but if not, tell me, Sergio, we do not understand what is this, okay? And I will explain it again. So as you can see here, the minimum common multiple is 10, again. So the new fractions that we're going to create are going to have these 10 here, okay? So this fraction, this first one, is going to be exactly like this one. So we are going to write the same numbers, but the second one, this one, is going to be equivalent of this. This one is going to be equivalent of this one. So here I've got a number 5, and here I've got a number 10. So it means that I have multiplied it by 2. So we are going to multiply this number 4 by 2. If we multiply 4 by 2 is 8. And now we can do this operation, okay? In this case, it is going to be a negative. It is going minus 3. Okay, this is going to be the result. With the multiplication and the division, I think is easier, because the multiplication, we just multiply this number by this one. So 6 times 5 is 30, and 2 times 4 is 8. This is the result. And with the division, we do more or less the same, but we multiply crossing the numbers. So 6 times 2 is 12. So I'm writing on the top. And 4 times 3 is 12. When we've got the same number, the result is 1. Because if we divide, imagine that we divide, this is not well done. I'm going to repeat it, sorry. I'm going to make a circle. Now, better, Sergio. Okay, remember, if we divide a pizza into 12 exact portions, well, these are not exact, well, but trust me, if we divide them into 12 different portions and we eat the 12th portion, it means that we eat one full pizza. Is it okay? And we have to remember some things like this. When we've got an operation, it doesn't matter if it's an add, a subtraction, a multiplication, or a division, it is the same. And we've got here we've got no number below. It means that it's hidden. We can say that it's hidden, but there is a number 1. So we have to do all these operations exactly the same. Oh, sorry. I'm going to cancel. Taking into account that this is a number 1, but it's hidden. So in this case, this would be really easy, because this is a multiplication. 3 by 3 times 4 is 12, and we've got just a number 2. This is 2. If we want, we can simplify all the fractions. What is simplifying? Simplifying is dividing the fraction by the same number. So these are equivalent fractions. So it means, for instance, if I got this fraction, if I divide this both numbers by 5 divided by 5 is 1. So, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So this is an equivalent fraction, because we have divided this and this by 5. Okay, we can do it when we want to minimize it, or when we want to get it bigger. So imagine that we want to make this fraction bigger, so we can multiply by 6, so it would be 60 and 30. Okay, so I think this is more or less what we have been doing in class. But remember, if you got any question, I know that is quite difficult to understand in Spanish. It's a mixture of Spanish, English, and I think it's quite difficult to understand. But if you got any doubt, ask me in class. Okay, bye.